Horror is my favorite movie genre, which is funny because growing up I was easily terrified. It was so easy to scare me that a Goosebumps spin-off show traumatized me. It traumatized me so badly that I could no longer sleep on the bottom bunk anymore. I had to share the top bunk with my older brother because I was convinced something was waiting for me in the dark. After that, I refused to watch anything scary for a long time. But somewhere along the way, that fear flipped. Now I want to be scared, and that's the problem. Because nowadays, I'll sit down and watch horror movie after horror movie, and most of the time, I walk away feeling nothing. Maybe a cheap jump scare, maybe a quick jolt, but nothing that stays with me. Nothing that crawls into my head and refuses to leave. Horror is subjective though, just like comedy. What scares me isn't going to scare everyone else. Some people are afraid of spiders, clowns, or heights, and some people aren't afraid of any of that at all. The same movie can destroy one person and bore another. If you go back and watch an 80s horror movie and compare it to today, it's night and day. I love 80s horror. I love the cheese, I love the mask, the synths, the big bads that we know and love today, and especially the practical effects.
But Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers aren't the things that scare me. They may have terrified the world at one point, but trends fade.
Slashers get overplayed, found footage burns out, body horror gets pushed further and further until it becomes numb, and possession films just blur together. But there's one thing that never expires. One thing that never stops being terrifying. Love. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is the scariest movie I have ever seen. No jump scares, no killers, no monsters, no gore, just people. And that's way worse, because what's scarier than the real world? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a 2004 film starring Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet, alongside Kirsten Dunst, Elijah Wood, and Mark Ruffalo. It's a story about love, heartache, memory, regret, and the things we do when being hurt feels unbearable. If you haven't seen this movie, I genuinely recommend you stop here and go watch it. Married, single, heartbroken, numb, it doesn't matter. Go watch this movie. The movie opens with Joel Barish. Nothing dramatic, no exposition dump, just a guy starting his day. He notices a dent in his car, he catches a train, he's supposed to go to work, but instead, on a complete impulse, he skips it and boards another train, one that takes him to Montauk. We don't know why yet. Joel narrates his thoughts, and they're cynical. He talks about Valentine's Day like it's a scam. His voice is quiet, defeated, almost fragile. And in just a few moments, we understand him. Joel is lonely. When he reaches Montauk, something strange happens. He opens his journal, something he hasn't written in for 2 years, and notices a page has been ripped out. He doesn't remember doing that. The shot then cuts to him walking the shore, and a woman appears in the background. Bright blue hair, an orange sweatshirt. He notices and thinks to himself,
"If only I could meet someone new."
And then immediately does nothing about it. He can't even make eye contact. After that sequence, he stands in front of a beach house and considers calling an ex.
She was nice. Nice is good.
It's a realistic line, because when you're lonely enough, you don't crave passion. You crave familiarity, safety. The idea that someone out there once loved you, so maybe they could do it once again. The scene lingers on Joel standing there, alone, with faint voices echoing in the background. We don't know it yet, but we've already been here before. Then we find Joel at a diner, and sitting across the room is the same woman from the beach. The same blue hair, the same orange hoodie, and she's pouring alcohol into her coffee. They sit in separate booths, far apart. Joel opens his journal and writes,
Why do I fall in love with every woman I see who shows me the least bit of attention?
This one journal entry is the entire idea of who Joel is. Later, they both end up at the same train station. Joel sees her and immediately turns away. He steps back and puts distance between them, but she still notices him. She waves. He panics and waves back. Too fast, too awkward. They get on the train and sit apart again, and in Joel's journal, we see a detailed drawing of her. No color, except for the orange hoodie. Then she says it.
Hi.
Like it's a foreign language, Joel responds with, "I'm sorry." She then sits closer, she starts talking, and the score kicks in. It's quirky and uncertain. It's like the movie itself doesn't know where this is going yet.
Do I know you?
Before Joel can even respond, she then jumps into another question.
Do you ever shop at Barnes & Noble?
Sure.
That's it!
Yeah.
I've seen you, man!
She explains that he probably doesn't recognize her because she dyes her hair a lot. They then talk about hair dyes and the crazy names that they have for them. And that's when the woman says to Joel,
I apply my personality in a paste.
That sentence means more than Joel realizes right now. The conversation fades, silence again. Then she pops back up.
My name's Clementine, by the way.
Joel introduces himself. She immediately says, no jokes about my name. Joel promises there won't be any. She waits.
Huckleberry Hound.
He doesn't know what she's talking about. He tells her her name is magical, that it means mercy, clemency. She laughs and says,
Although it hardly fits, I'm a vindictive little bitch, truth be told.
Joel says he would never think that about her and compliments her by calling her nice. And she hates that, because nice feels like a cage.
I don't need nice. I don't need myself to be it, and I don't need anybody else to be it at me.
And the only thing Joel can say after that is okay. And that's Joel Barish in one word. We get a lot out of this first interaction between Joel and Clementine, and most of it comes from how different they are. Joel is quiet, closed off. He keeps things inside and waits too long to say anything, if he even says it at all. Clementine is the opposite. She's in your face, she says what she thinks, and sometimes before she's even finished thinking it. It's a pairing we've seen 1,000 times, someone who never shares matched with someone who overshares. How they communicate with each other tells a lot, but what Joel doesn't do also tells a lot. Joel doesn't move. He sits in the same seat the entire time. Clementine is the one who must make every move. She's the reason they are even speaking at all. Over the course of this conversation, Clementine will move 3 times. First, she sits in front of Joel, then she moves to the same row as him, and finally, she slides into the seat right next to him. And the moment she does, the second she's beside him, Joel immediately smushes himself into the corner of his seat, like he's trying to disappear into the wall, or maybe even phase out of the train. During this entire moment, Joel is finally sitting across from someone he will eventually realize he's fallen in love with. And what does he do? He barely talks, he shuts down, he pulls back. Clementine has to carry the conversation. She's the one taking the risk. She's the one closing the distance. Joel is already halfway gone. That difference shows up even in the words they use. She hates being called nice. She shuts that word down immediately. To Clementine, nice is boring, safe, forgettable, and she is anything but that. And it's interesting because Joel will later latch onto that exact word, nice, like it's all he knows how to be. After the train ride, Joel drives home. On his way home, he drives past Clementine and offers her a ride. She accepts. She jokes about him being a stalker. He awkwardly defends himself. The banter is clumsy, but it works. Clementine apologizes for coming off as a nutso. She says she's not really like that. Joel tells her he wouldn't think she was. They arrive at her apartment, and she invites him to come up and have a drink with her. Joel goes quiet again. Clementine takes the silence as rejection. To her, hesitation feels the same as being turned away. But in the very next shot, Joel is in her apartment.
Inside, we get quick glimpses of Clementine's world. Her apartment is a little bit messy. You can see the personality there, and she also has potatoes dressed up in little outfits. Joel fixes his hair while she's in the kitchen pouring drinks, like he's trying to prepare himself for something he doesn't quite understand yet. She pours them 2 blue ruins, the same name as her hair color. She says,
Drink up, young man.
and she jokingly says it'll make the whole seduction part less repugnant. Joel draws a blank again. She immediately pulls back and laughs, saying she's only kidding. That's Clementine in a nutshell. She reaches out, doesn't get what she expects, and retreats before she can get hurt. She calls Joel closed mouth. He apologizes and says his life isn't interesting. He works, he comes home, his journal is blank, there's nothing to say. Clementine admits she's always anxious that she's wasting her life, that she's not taking advantage of every possibility, every second. It's vulnerability disguised as rambling. They laugh. She then calls him nice, and immediately scolds herself for it. She tells him she's going to marry him. She just knows it. Joel just says, okay. She then invites him up to the frozen Lake Charles with her. She wants to have a picnic, but a night picnic, because it's different. Joel interrupts. He says it sounds great, but he has to go. And then she says it.
You should stay.
It's not dramatic, it's casual, but it's the first time the movie says the word out loud. Joel makes excuses. He grabs his coat, and before he leaves, Clementine asks him to call her. She said she'd like it. Joel promises he will. As he walks to his car, she opens her window and tells him to wish her a happy Valentine's Day when he calls. The score kicks in. We're officially in romance territory. Joel gets home, locks every lock on his door, and sits in his chair. He's nervous and staring at his phone. When he finally gets the courage to call, 2 rings.
What took you so long?
I just walked in.
Mm-hmm. You miss me?
Oddly enough, I do.
You said I do. I guess that means we're married.
I guess so.
Looking back at this whole sequence, both of them are vulnerable, just in different ways. Clementine hides it behind jokes and chaos. Joel hides it behind silence. Even their apartments reflect it. Clementine's door has only 1 lock, and Joel's has several. She lets the world in, while he keeps it out. The next scene is the frozen lake. Clementine runs ahead, fearless. Joel hangs back, anxious. He worries about the ice breaking. He wants to turn around. He only moves when she comes back and physically pulls him forward. They lie down on the ice, staring at the sky. Clementine asks him to name constellations. He doesn't know any, so he makes one up. She calls him on his bullshit, and they laugh. It's now daytime, and Joel is driving Clementine home while she sleeps. When they get there, she asks if she can stay at his place. She goes inside to grab her toothbrush. Joel sits alone in his car, and then someone knocks on his window. It's a man Joel has never seen before. "What are you doing here?" he asks. Joel doesn't know how to answer. And just like that, something is already wrong. Even here, even now, Joel is hesitating. And the movie is quietly keeping score.
The shot fades out on Joel staring through his car window, and then abruptly cuts to him crying while driving. It's all set to Everybody's Got to Learn Sometime by Beck. It's raw and stripped back. No dialogue, just Joel finally breaking. He tosses the cassette out the window and drives on. And then the title card finally hits. Over 15 minutes in. The score snaps back immediately after. It's light, whimsical, almost playful. It feels wrong, like something out of a Tim Burton movie. That disconnect matters. Joel is wrecked, but the movie refuses to sit in that sadness for long. Joel pulls into his apartment complex and notices a van idling outside. 2 guys inside, watching the building, watching him. Inside, Joel runs into his neighbor checking his mail. It's the day before Valentine's Day. The guy's bitter, joking about how the only cards he ever gets are from his mom. Then he says,
"You're lucky you have Clementine, man. She is way cool. Hey, you got any big Valentine's Day plans with her?"
Joel doesn't really hear him, because in the stack of mail, he sees an envelope addressed from Lacuna. Joel answers quietly.
No.
The neighbor tells him he better hurry. Valentine's Day is only a day away. Joel goes up to his apartment. He puts on brand new pajamas, still stiff from the plastic. He opens a prescription bottle and takes a pill. Outside, the van is still there, watching. Joel notices. He shuts the blinds. The score shifts. It becomes industrial, mechanical, anxious. The pill starts to hit. Joel stumbles through his apartment, barely able to stay upright. His lights go out. That's the signal. The men in the van, played by Elijah Wood and Mark Ruffalo, grab their equipment and head inside. The scene ends on Joel passed out on the floor.
"Hey, Joel. What's up?"
We've heard this line before, but now it's different. The same apartment hallway scene plays again, but this time we see 2 Joels. The Joel in pajamas watches himself interact with his neighbor. He's inside his own memory now. Then we cut.
You know, Valentine's Day's 3 goddamn days away.
Joel is sitting with 2 people we haven't met yet, Carrie and Rob. He's explaining that he and Clementine are having problems. He wants to fix things. He tried calling her, but her number's changed. So he decided to surprise her. Early Valentine's gift. He went to her job at Barnes & Noble.
And she looks at me like she doesn't even know who I am.
We flash back.
Excuse me? Can I help you find something, sir?
Joel smiles, thinking it's one of her games. Then someone off-screen calls out.
Hey, tomato.
Her entire face lights up. She kisses him. Joel turns and walks out of the store as the lights shut off one by one, and the moment dissolves back into the apartment.
Why would she do that to me?
Carrie and Rob exchange an awkward look. They know something Joel doesn't. Rob finally hands him a piece of paper from an envelope. And just like that, Joel learns the truth. Not through a conversation, not through closure, through paperwork. It's devastating. Joel watches the person he loves embrace someone else, and to make it worse, she's erased him from her memory. Joel goes to Lacuna. At the front desk, he's greeted by Mary, played by Kirsten Dunst. Joel notices walls and tables stacked with envelopes. Hundreds of them. People trying to forget others. People erasing themselves from each other's lives. It's overwhelming. He asks to see the doctor. Instead, he's handed forms to fill out. Lots and lots of paperwork. Finally, he gets into the office and hands the doctor the letter from Lacuna.
You should not have seen this. I apologize.
Joel stares in disbelief. The person he loved not only forgot him, but actively chose to do it, by her own will. The doctor explains gently.
Suffice it to say that Miss Kraczynski was not happy, and she wanted to move on.
It echoes in Joel's mind. Later, he repeats it almost word for word to Carrie and Rob. Carrie shrugs. That's just how Clementine is. Abruptly, the scene cuts to Joel in his car, pounding the steering wheel, crying, screaming, asking why she did this to him. He self-destructs, lost in grief. And then, like a man on autopilot, he rushes back to the doctor, insisting he wants it done. We cut to a montage. Joel gathering every object that connects him to Clementine. Letters, gifts, books, CDs, clothing, journal entries. One letter contains a photo, 2 potatoes, dressed up like him and her, on the lake that night. Just like the ones in her apartment. The little details, they all matter. The doctor explains.
Is to go home and collect
everything you own that has some association with Clementine. Empty your home. You want to empty your life of Clementine. That way, when you awake in the morning, you find yourself in your own bed as if nothing had happened. A new life.
Joel returns to the office with 2 garbage bags stuffed with reminders of her. He and the doctor sit in the back room for an interview.
My name is Joel Barish, and I'm here to erase Clementine Krasinski.
Very good. Now, tell me about Clementine.
Joel hesitates, then begins.
Rob and Carrie invited us to this party at the beach. I don't like parties. And I met Clementine.
As the interview continues, Joel learns the procedure is essentially brain damage. Systematic, controlled, but brain damage nonetheless. Mark Ruffalo and the doctor help map out his brain using the items he brought. Joel is eager to share his memories. The snow globe, the lake, the potatoes. But the process is clinical. The memories are cut, sorted, cataloged. Back at Joel's apartment, Stan and Patrick begin the erasing procedure. But Joel fights it. He manipulates the system, making it difficult. Inside his memories, he watches himself relive the same moments, anticipating every word, every action. And as before, the memories start to warp. Events happen out of order. Things appear that shouldn't. His brain fights against the erasure. The procedure becomes chaotic, strange, surreal. We then dive into a big memory of Joel's.
This is the last time I saw you. It's 3 o'clock.
I kinda, sorta wrecked your car.
Driving drunk. It's pathetic.
I was a little tipsy. Don't call me pathetic.
Well, it is pathetic. It's fucking irresponsible.
Face it, Jolie. You're freaked out because I was out late without you. You're trying to figure out, did she fuck someone tonight?
Now, see, Clem, I assume you fucked someone tonight. Isn't that how you get people to like you?
Clementine then leaves. And just like that, the memory is deleted. The contrast is striking. The first conversation between Joel and Clementine is almost shy, awkward, careful. He's quiet. He can barely express himself. He calls her nice, hesitantly, fumbling for words. This last conversation is night and day. Joel finally speaks his mind. He insults her, twice. Clementine fires back with her teasing, hinting she might have slept with someone else. Joel drops the final nail in the coffin, saying he assumes she did, because that's how she gets people to like her. It's harsh, raw, real, and it makes you feel the full weight of their history, what they had, what they lost, and the complexity of love and resentment all tangled together. We glimpse back at the real world. Stan and Patrick are talking about girls. Stan says Mary is coming over, and Patrick mentions he has a new girlfriend, but he awkwardly shares this milestone. Cut back to Joel. He's chasing after Clementine. He hops in his car, but the memory isn't stable, and neither is he. He then yells,
I'm erasing you and I'm happy! You did it to me first! I can't believe you did this to me!
This memory never actually happened. Overlapping, we hear Stan and Patrick talk, confirming that Patrick's new girlfriend is, of course, Clementine. Joel is thrown into another memory. For a moment, he smiles. He's reunited with Clementine, only to be interrupted by Stan, lecturing about how unethical it is for Patrick to be with her. Joel hears everything. The immersion fractures. He panics, struggling to break into the real world. Another memory flashes. They're at a flea market.
No, I want to have a baby.
I don't think we're ready.
You're not ready.
The conversation escalates into an argument. Then the memory itself burns and collapses around them. Back in the real world, Mary arrives. She and Stan are dating. They then raid Joel's cabinets for alcohol. It's a terrifying image, seeing drunk people systematically erasing crucial pieces of your life. Another memory. Clementine kisses Joel while he lies with his eyes closed.
You don't tell me things, Joel. I tell you everything. You don't trust me.
Constantly talking isn't necessarily communicating.
She then becomes defensive.
I don't constantly talk. People have to share things, Joel. That's what intimacy is.
The memory starts to fall apart. Her voice becomes echoey, out of sync with her lips. Joel tries to retreat into her arms, only to meet disdain. A journal entry surfaces, bringing another memory.
Dinner at Kang's again. Are we like those bored couples you feel sorry for in restaurants? Are we the dining dead?
Joel and Clementine eat dinner. He watches her drink, bracing for her to be drunk and stupid, and she begins berating him for the little things. Joel anticipates every word and finishes every one of her sentences. He then smiles. Sometimes, even in arguments, you'd rather be with someone than never see or hear from them again. Back with the technicians, Patrick is on the phone with Clementine. He then calls her Tangerine. Joel instantly recalls what's happening. We then go through another memory. Joel sees Clementine with orange hair for the first time. A happy moment. He calls her Tangerine, but the memory starts going off script. Joel questions her.
How does he know to call you that?
How did who know?
The line between memory, manipulation, and reality collapses. After ditching Stan, Patrick makes it to Clementine's apartment. She's distraught, panicking, emotionally unraveling. He tries to comfort her by calling her Tangerine, even though her hair is blue now. The name still works. Almost immediately, Clementine asks if he wants to go to the Frozen Charles with her. Patrick suggests next week. Clementine shuts that down. It has to be right now. We cut back to Joel's apartment. Stan and Mary are dancing the music over Joel's body as he lies unconscious in bed, his memories actively being erased. It's one of the most unsettling images in the film. Joy and carelessness hovering over someone losing pieces of their life. Back with Patrick, he opens a bag full of Joel's things, all of the items Joel brought in to erase Clementine. He's searching for anything related to the Charles Lake. He then finds a letter. Joel's words. Patrick pockets it. Before they leave, Patrick gives Clementine the necklace Joel was supposed to give to her. What hurts the most is her response.
God, I've never gone out with a guy who bought me a piece of jewelry I liked.
She has no idea. Inside Joel's mind, we're pulled into one of his most fragile memories. Clementine opens up about her childhood, about how lonely and invisible she felt. She tells Joel about the doll she had when she was little, how her favorite one was ugly, and she named it Clementine. She yelled at it, telling it not to be ugly, to be pretty. She tells Joel never to leave her. Joel kisses her over and over, telling her she's pretty. This is the memory Joel can't lose. He begs Dr. Mierzwiak to let him keep it. It's heartbreaking. Joel didn't come into this process thinking clearly. He signed up out of spite because she erased him first. And now he realizes what he's actually doing. He isn't just deleting the pain. He's abandoning the moments that mattered most. The moments where love was real. We return to the frozen lake memory. Joel repeats the same words that Patrick now knows.
I could die right now, Clem.
The memory begins to dismantle. Joel screams to stop the procedure. He wants out, but he's asleep in the real world. And Stan and Mary are still dancing. Their music bleeds into Joel's mental collapse as he yells for someone, anyone, to stop this from happening. Inside the ruins of his mind, Joel reunites with Clementine. He has an idea, a last-ditch attempt to save her. We're thrown through memory after memory. Faces disappear. Lighting warps. Voices echo. The world caves in around them. Everything is falling apart. In the real world, Clementine walks away from Patrick after he tried to use Joel's words. They were never his to say. Joel and Clementine find a memory where they finally can talk to each other about what's happening. Joel apologizes, saying he needs to wake up.
You erased me. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this in the first place.
sorry.
You.
You know me, I'm impulsive.
That's what I love about you.
They then kiss. Next memory. This time Clementine has a plan. Instead of reenacting the old memory, they go somewhere new, somewhere they don't belong, to hide away. Joel then drifts into his childhood. For once he opens up, not for himself, but for Clementine, only to keep her in his life. They're in his childhood kitchen. His mom is there. Clementine has replaced one of his mom's friends, and Joel is under the kitchen table. He starts to panic.
She's not looking at me.
Clementine then comforts him, keeping them both hidden. In the real world, the equipment starts to trigger alarms. Stan realizes Joel is off the map. His memories aren't erasing. This has never happened before. Panic, they call Howard. Howard then arrives, but Joel and Clementine keep going through more memories to slow the process down. But Howard finds them and gets Stan back on track. Throughout the process, we find out that Mary and Howard used to have a thing together. But Mary got the treatment also. This is my favorite scene of the entire movie. We watch Clementine and Joel talk at her job. In this conversation, we find out the relationship was doomed, even before it started.
Too many guys think I'm a concept, or I complete them, or I'm gonna make them alive.
But I'm just a fucked up girl who's looking for my own peace of mind. Don't assign me yours.
I remember that speech really well. I still thought you were going to save my life, even after that.
I know.
It would be different if we could just give it another go-round.
Remember me.
Try your best. Maybe we can.
The scene is devastating because it happens so early in their timeline. Joel is already in a relationship but still comes to see her. This highlights his commitment issues from the get-go. Clementine tells him exactly who she is, what she wants, what she's tired of being the man. And Joel hears her, but he doesn't listen.
I still thought you were going to save my life.
This is the moment he becomes the thing she warned him about. Not a partner, but a responsibility. Throughout the whole conversation, we watch his books fade in the background. It reminds us that this memory is being erased. And soon, all of this will be gone. But Clementine sparks hope through the words that she says to Joel. We're now back with Mary. She's going through all the files at the office and finally finds hers. She comes across the interview tape. It's a bleak scene of her explaining her pain to the one she cared for. Then we return to the last memory of Joel and Clementine.
This is the day we met.
I'm Joel.
Hi, Joel. So, no jokes about my name.
What, you mean like, oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling, Clementine? Huckleberry Hound, that sort of thing?
We see parallels between the train scene where they met and their actual first meeting. The no jokes about her name line comes full circle, because we found out in the childhood memories that Joel's mother used to sing the Huckleberry Hound song to him. On the train scene, Joel had lost that part of himself, that humor and that connection.
This is it, Joel. It's gonna be gone soon.
I know.
What do we do?
Enjoy it.
We watch them live the rest of the memory. They go to the beach house from the beginning. Joel hesitates, anxious as always. Clementine pushes him to take risks. That dynamic, him anxious, her encouraging. It's been there from the start. Joel starts to get worried and thinks they should leave. The house begins to crumble. He keeps worrying and she says,
So go.
I did.
I wish you'd stay.
I wish I'd stayed too. Now I wish I'd stayed. I wish I'd done a lot of things.
For once, Joel could stay. That's the one thing he never did. On Montauk, the train, her apartment, Lake Charles, but here, he has that opportunity, and he takes it. The memory becomes a goodbye, and it has a glimmer of hope.
I love you.
Meet me in Montauk.
And she's gone. All the memories are gone. The movie overlaps with the opening scene. Mary quits Lacuna, taking every interview tape with her. We're now back in the car of Clementine and Joel, where at the beginning of the movie it cut abruptly. Clementine goes into her apartment and gets her stuff and her mail on the way out. In the car, Joel says he had a nice night. He then corrects himself.
I had the best fucking night of my entire fucking life.
The moment is interrupted by the mail. It's a letter from Mary with Clementine's interview tape. Clementine plays the tape.
My name is Clementine Krasinski. I'm here to erase Joel Barish.
What is this?
I don't know. He's boring. Is that enough reason to erase someone?
I've been thinking lately how I was before and how I am now, and it's like he changed me. I feel like I'm always pissy now. I don't like myself when I'm with him. I don't like myself anymore. I can't stand to even look at him. That pathetic, wimpy, apologetic smile, that sort of wounded puppy shit he does, you know?
What are you doing?
Joel then kicks her out of his car. He reflects. He thought he knew her, but now she's a stranger. She then goes to Joel's apartment. She finds him listening to his own tape.
I think if there's a truly seductive quality about Clementine, it's that her personality promises to take you out of the mundane, you know? It's like a burning meteorite. It'll carry you to another world, a world where things are exciting. But what you quickly learn is that it's really an elaborate ruse. It's kind of obvious way. Where's the real Clementine? I mean, the whole thing with the hair. It's all bullshit.
But it's not. Joel says that like he finally cracked the code, like her hair was just decoration, like it never meant anything. But her hair told him everything. She told him who she was before she ever said it out loud.
I apply my personality in a paste.
When Clementine says this early on, it sounds like a throwaway line, something impulsive, something funny. But her hair isn't random, it's communication. And the movie uses it as a visual timeline for who Clementine is and where she is emotionally. Green Revolution. The first time Joel and Clementine ever meet chronologically, her hair is green. Green is growth, something new, something untested. This is Clementine before the weight of Joel, before expectation, before she becomes someone's emotional anchor. She's open, curious, hopeful. Red Menace. The next day, Joel goes to see Clementine at work. Her hair is red. Red is passion, intensity, love without restraint. This is the color she wears for most of their relationship. It's reckless and alive. This is Clementine giving herself fully. And it's also where Joel begins leaning on her, whether he realizes it or not. Agent Orange. Orange sits between red and blue, and so does this version of Clementine. This is where things start to fracture, not broken yet, but strained. Orange's warmth mixed with warning, energy mixed with exhaustion. She's still trying, still pushing Joel forward, but the cracks are forming. Blue ruin. After the breakup, after the erasure, Clementine's hair is blue. Blue is grief, reflection, emotional fallout. Whenever we see Clementine with blue hair, she's raw, angrier, sadder, more exposed. This is Clementine after love has cost her something. Clementine was always honest. She told him who she was in color, and warning signs he didn't know how to read. Joel didn't lose Clementine because of her chaos. He lost her because he didn't understand it. And by the time he does, it's already gone.
Joel apologizes for yelling and for the mean things he said. He admits he really likes her hair. The tape keeps playing and Joel's words hurt Clementine, so she gets ready to leave, but Joel follows her. He asks her to wait. He doesn't know why, but he does. She waits and they have one more conversation.
I can't see anything that I don't like about you.
But you
right
will.
Now, I can't.
But you will. You know, you will think of things. And I'll get bored with you and feel trapped because that's what happens with me.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the moment Joel finally understands something important. This love won't save him. And for the first time, he doesn't need it to. This isn't about being fixed anymore. It isn't about being completed. With that one okay, Joel makes a choice. The first big choice of this whole movie. He lets love back in. Not as a cure, but as a risk. And it's beautiful. The final scene. Joel and Clementine run along the Montauk Beach, looping until it fades to white. Do they get married? Live happily ever after? We don't know. The film refuses to answer that. Some people believe they truly make it this time. Others go with the original script and think they erase each other again. And some see it as a loop they're doomed to repeat. But Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind isn't interested in outcomes. It's interested in choices. We watch these two people grow, not forward, but inward. Joel doesn't suddenly become better. He becomes braver. He stops asking love to save him, stops needing Clementine to complete him. He learns how to listen, how to open up, how to stay, even when he knows how it ends. And Clementine, with all of her chaos, lets herself be known. They don't fix each other. They don't promise forever. They choose each other. And that's why this is the scariest movie I have ever seen. Not because love fails, but because it asks you to stay, even when you know how it ends. And somehow, that's still enough. This is my favorite romance movie because it's real. Most romance movies cut out what makes love, love. The flaws, the heartache, the bruises, and the blemishes. Because love isn't perfect, it's imperfect. That's what makes it everlasting. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me all of your thoughts about this movie, or if you have any recommendations for other movies I should cover. And if you don't agree with me, just remember, I'm simply a nobody from nowhere.